Morning rituals carry a surprising amount of power, especially as we age. The moment we open our eyes, the choices we make shape our mood for the entire day. For people over 60, when the body's rhythms and needs begin to shift, small intentional actions can spark big emotional rewards. Take, for example, the beloved actress Helen Mirren, now in her late 70s. Helen often shares how she starts each morning with a simple practice: stretching in bed. Before she even stands up, she reaches her arms overhead, flexes her toes, and slowly rolls her head side to side. This gentle wake-up not only loosens the body but tells the brain, "We're easing into this day with care." Scientists call this kind of ritual a behavioral anchor. It helps ground emotions and reduces stress levels. Beyond stretching, another powerful habit is practicing gratitude. Imagine this: a woman named Marie, 67, sits by her window every morning with a cup of tea. She writes down 3 things she's thankful for: her granddaughter's laughter, the bloom of a favorite rose in the garden, and the warmth of the sun through the glass. Research shows that keeping a gratitude journal rewires the brain, boosting serotonin and dopamine, the body's natural happiness chemicals. It's a small habit, but over time it can transform perspective. Light exposure is another underestimated happiness booster. Many people over 60 experience shifts in their circadian rhythms, leading to sleep disruptions or morning sluggishness. Getting outside for even 10 minutes in the morning, letting sunlight hit the eyes, signals the brain to reset its internal clock. This can improve mood, sharpen alertness, and even help regulate hormones like melatonin for better sleep later on. Consider Robert, a 72-year-old retired teacher who swears by his daily morning walks. Every day, rain or shine, he puts on his sneakers and strolls through his neighborhood. Not only does this light exercise wake up his body, but the routine of greeting neighbors, hearing birds, and feeling the fresh air lifts his spirits. According to research, mild aerobic exercise releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals that elevate mood and reduce the perception of pain. Nutrition also plays a part in morning happiness. Many older adults skip breakfast, but a balanced meal rich in protein, fiber, and healthy fats can stabilize blood sugar, preventing the energy crashes that drag mood down. Simple breakfasts like Greek yogurt with berries, oatmeal with nuts, or scrambled eggs with avocado nourish both body and brain. Helen Mirren, interestingly, often talks about enjoying a simple breakfast paired with herbal tea, noting how mindful eating keeps her present and grateful. This mindfulness at meals reduces stress hormones and encourages slower, more intentional living. Even small sensory pleasures can set the tone for a joyful day. Lighting a scented candle, playing soft music, or pausing to savor a favorite aroma, like fresh coffee or baked bread, activates parts of the brain associated with pleasure and reward. For women like Marie, incorporating these tiny delights becomes a ritual of self-care, a reminder that happiness often comes in the smallest moments. Finally, a morning without screens is a powerful mood protector. Many over 60s fall into the trap of checking news or social media first thing, only to feel overwhelmed by negative headlines or comparison traps. Switching to analog mornings, reading a book, journaling, or simply gazing out the window creates a peaceful mental space before the world's noise rushes in. In sum, the morning is not just a routine but a canvas, a chance to paint the colors of happiness, one brushstroke at a time. By stretching with care, feeding the body well, soaking in light, practicing gratitude, and avoiding digital overload, people over 60 can craft mornings that nourish their mood and set the tone for joyful, meaningful days ahead. As the day unfolds, the midday hours offer a rich opportunity to reinforce happiness, not just through solo habits, but through social connection and mental stimulation. For people over 60, midday is often when loneliness or mental fatigue can creep in. But with intentional habits, this window becomes a golden time to boost joy. Let's step into the life of Morgan Freeman, now in his 80s, who famously credits staying mentally active and socially engaged as key to his lifelong vitality. Freeman is known to immerse himself in hobbies outside acting: sailing, flying planes, even beekeeping. These midday pursuits aren't random. They're carefully chosen activities that challenge his mind and bring him deep satisfaction. Research supports this. Engaging in hobbies or learning new skills keeps the brain flexible and wards off feelings of stagnation. For a retired woman named Sophia, 68, joining a local pottery class was a turning point. At first, she feared she was too old to start something new, but soon she found herself laughing with classmates, shaping clay with her hands, and feeling a surge of pride when she created her first bowl. These kinds of experiences boost happiness by providing a sense of progress, mastery, and connection. Walking groups are another midday habit that blends social time with gentle exercise. Studies show that people over 60 who walk regularly with friends or neighbors report lower levels of depression and higher feelings of purpose. For instance, Robert, the retired teacher we met earlier, not only does solo morning walks, but also joins a midday walking club at his local park. Sharing stories, swapping book recommendations, and simply enjoying others' company adds layers of social enrichment that a solitary day lacks. Mental games and brain teasers can also spark joy. Crosswords, Sudoku, memory puzzles. These aren't just time fillers. Neuroscientists say they help maintain cognitive sharpness and even delay cognitive decline. Imagine a retired couple, Janet and Thomas, sitting together after lunch, racing to finish a crossword puzzle. The laughter over silly mistakes, the satisfaction of getting tough clues, and the teamwork required to finish create moments of shared joy and connection. Of course, midday happiness isn't only about action. It's also about balance. Many people over 60 benefit from a short afternoon rest. Known as a power nap, a 20 to 30-minute lie-down can restore mental energy and brighten mood without interfering with nighttime sleep. Helen Mirren, for example, has mentioned in interviews that she occasionally allows herself a luxurious nap on busy days, not out of laziness, but as a way to recharge her creative and emotional batteries. Eating well at lunch is another anchor for midday mood. While breakfast sets the day's tone, lunch provides the fuel to maintain it. Meals rich in lean protein, whole grains, and colorful vegetables not only stabilize blood sugar but also deliver critical nutrients like B vitamins and omega-3s, known for supporting brain health and emotional well-being. Social connection at meals is also deeply tied to happiness. Whether it's sharing lunch with a friend, joining a community center meal, or having a virtual lunch date with family, mealtime can be a meaningful pause in the day. Sophia, the pottery enthusiast, makes a point to call her sister during lunch, turning what could be a solitary moment into a time of laughter and bonding. Finally, engaging in acts of kindness is a profound midday habit that boosts happiness. Studies show that helping others triggers the brain's reward system, creating a helper's high. Whether volunteering, writing a thank you note, or simply offering a kind word to someone, these small acts ripple outward and lift both giver and receiver. Morgan Freeman, despite his fame, is known for his charitable efforts, supporting educational programs and disaster relief. His example reminds us that happiness after 60 isn't just about personal comfort. It's about contributing to something larger. In essence, the middle part of the day is a treasure chest of opportunities for joy. By blending social time, mental stimulation, nourishing meals, rest, and acts of kindness, people over 60 can craft midday routines that not only fill time, but fill the heart. The key is intention, choosing activities that energize, connect, and uplift, turning ordinary afternoons into extraordinary ones. As evening approaches, the body and mind naturally begin to slow down, preparing for rest. For people over 60, this time of day can be especially important for maintaining happiness, not just by winding down physically, but by creating intentional moments of peace, reflection, and joy. One celebrity who embodies this is the legendary singer Diana Ross. Now in her late 70s, Diana has often spoken about the importance of calm and routine in her evenings. She's known to follow a strict evening wind-down, involving quiet time away from screens, herbal teas, and a focus on gratitude. Her example highlights that happiness doesn't stop when the sun goes down. In fact, the evening can be a sanctuary for emotional well-being. One of the simplest but most profound evening habits is a digital detox. For many over 60, television, phones, or tablets become default companions in the evening hours. But too much screen time, especially close to bed, can disrupt sleep by interfering with melatonin production and overstimulating the brain. Instead, switching to analog activities, reading a book, listening to calming music, or engaging in gentle conversation, allows the mind to slow down and prepare for restful sleep. Consider Robert, our retired teacher, who has developed a ritual of evening walks. He and his wife step out after dinner, strolling slowly through their neighborhood. The walk serves not only as gentle physical activity, but also as a time for reflection and connection. Studies show that light exercise in the evening can improve sleep quality, reduce stress hormones, and create a sense of closure to the day. Evening routines can also include mindfulness or meditation. Sophia, the pottery student, discovered guided meditation apps that help her release the tensions of the day. She sits comfortably, breathes deeply, and follows a calming voice that leads her through body relaxation or gratitude reflections. Research supports this practice. Even a few minutes of mindfulness can lower blood pressure, calm anxiety, and prime the brain for deeper sleep. Another overlooked but powerful habit is creating an evening environment that signals peace. Soft lighting, perhaps from warm lamps or candles, sends cues to the brain that it's time to rest. Aromatherapy, using scents like lavender or chamomile, can enhance relaxation. Diana Ross herself has mentioned that she enjoys creating a serene space with scented candles and gentle background music, making her home a haven from the outside world. Nutrition plays a role in evening happiness too. Eating a heavy or late meal can disrupt sleep, while a light, balanced dinner, perhaps fish, leafy greens, and whole grains, provides the nutrients the body needs without overloading digestion. Helen Mirren, from our earlier section, is known to favor light, nourishing evening meals, often paired with herbal tea, which supports digestion and relaxation. Sleep hygiene, or the practice of creating conditions for healthy sleep, becomes increasingly crucial after 60. This includes maintaining a consistent bedtime, keeping the bedroom cool and dark, and avoiding stimulants like caffeine in the evening. Janet and Thomas, the crossword-loving couple, have created a shared bedtime ritual where they turn off devices an hour before bed, chat softly about their day, and read a few pages of a favorite book before drifting off. An evening gratitude practice can also cap the day on a positive note. Just as a morning gratitude journal lifts mood at sunrise, reflecting on 3 good things before bed can reinforce a sense of meaning and satisfaction. Sophia, for example, writes in her journal each night, noting small joys: a compliment from her pottery instructor, a call from her sister, the beauty of a sunset she caught on her walk. These reflections strengthen neural pathways associated with positive emotion, creating a happiness echo that carries into the next day. Lastly, maintaining evening connections, whether through a phone call, shared dinner, or even a quiet presence in the same room, is vital for emotional well-being. Loneliness can intensify at night, but intentional connection counters that. Diana Ross often mentions the importance of family evenings, where her loved ones gather, share stories, and simply enjoy being together. reminding us that at any age, love and connection are the deepest sources of happiness. In summary, the evening hours offer a precious window to restore the mind, body, and spirit. Through mindful routines, gentle movement, peaceful environments, and meaningful connections, people over 60 can close each day with a sense of calm and joy. These moments are not just about preparing for sleep. They are about honoring the day's journey and setting the stage for another joyful tomorrow. Happiness after 60 isn't a lucky accident. It's a collection of small, intentional daily habits that add up over time. Throughout the 3 parts of this guide, we've seen how mornings, middays, and evenings each offer unique opportunities to boost mood and well-being. In the morning, starting with gentle stretching, gratitude journaling, and mindful light exposure sets the emotional tone for the day. Celebrity examples like Helen Mirren show that even small acts like savoring a simple breakfast or staying away from screens can create a powerful foundation of joy. Midday, as we explored, is the perfect window for social connection and mental engagement. Whether joining a walking group, learning a new hobby like pottery, or simply doing a crossword puzzle with a loved one, these habits stimulate the mind and heart. Inspired by figures like Morgan Freeman, we see how lifelong curiosity and acts of kindness lift not only ourselves but also those around us. Finally, the evening offers a chance to wind down and recharge emotionally. Through digital detox, calming rituals, light exercise, and gratitude reflection, people over 60 can transform the close of each day into a sanctuary of peace. Diana Ross's evening routines remind us that serenity and joy come not from busy schedules, but from intentional calm and family connection. Together, these daily habits form a tapestry of happiness. By weaving mindful choices throughout the day, people over 60 can cultivate not only better health and sharper minds, but also a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. The key is consistency, self-compassion, and the understanding that joy is built moment by moment. No matter your past habits, today is the perfect day to begin, because happiness at any age is always within reach.